Okay, today we're going to today what we're going to go through is the different types of reservations. And so we'll start with the quick reservation and full reservation, which is what we use for booking just very straightforward room nights. So what the quick reservation screen provides you with is basically the ability to enter the reservation, all the details into one single screen. And so go ahead and enter the guest details. And once we've entered the guest details, you can select a room. And as you select the rooms, all of the preset rates will be loaded on the right side, along with any taxes. And then if the hotel requires a credit card or a payment to hold the reservation, that can be entered here. And so once these details have been entered, the reservation is complete. So the quick reservation is most useful for properties that have very simple rate structure and want to make sure that their staff doesn't change rates or make a lot of adjustments. But it does allow for very quick and fast entries. The next type of reservation screen, which can also be used for room bookings, is full reservation. And the full reservation screen, the beginning is about the same. You enter the dates, check-in and check-out times, guest information. You can either search or enter a new guest. Again, if any payment information is required, that can be entered here and saved. With the full reservation, once you enter your guest details and save that, it brings you to a separate screen for loading their rooms. And so on this hotel, they have different room types. And so under each room type, there will be a list of rooms. And the default rate will be displayed at the top. Then you can enter the number of guests and save. What is useful with the full reservation is that you do have more flexibility with assigning rates. And so let's say that this particular guest is reserving more than one room. So they have a single cabin and they're also going to reserve a double cabin. And perhaps some properties, they may have special rates depending on different packages or different types of guests. And so for this one, instead of taking the default rate of $200, we're going to assign a double family rate because we've got a family that's taking more than one cabin. So the main thing that's helpful with this screen is that whoever is entering the reservation can select any rate that's been loaded in the system. So they're not stuck to only one rate per room, but if they want to, there can be multiple options for any single room. So once you've selected your new room and rate, save that as well. And you can get a detailed list of every room that's reserved by the single family or guest. There's one more option that's available with this full reservation, and we refer to this as a split reservation. So a split reservation happens if you have a guest who's staying more than one night, and for whatever reason, either the guest wants to book a different room for each night, or sometimes the hotel, because they're completely full, may have to move their guest. So in this case, you can do what's called a split reservation. So the guest is arriving on the 28th, and for that first night, we're going to assign him a particular room or cabin. And so from the 28th to the 29th, just one night, they've got a king room. Or maybe, for example, whoever is staying that one night, I mean, maybe they're a group of people that's meeting at this resort. Maybe the next night there's someone else coming in who's going to stay in a different type of cabin. So now we're going to put 29th to the 30th, just one night. And they just need a double cabin. They don't need a king. And so for just that single night, you can put them in a separate place. So now there's two cabins that's booked for 2 nights. And then we have this other cabin, king, that's only for the first night, and another cabin, double, which is only for the second night. That's called a split reservation whenever you take a group of dates and you move them from one place to another. Okay, and once you've loaded your rooms and your rates, all of the information is saved, and you'll be able to see the summary as usual on the billing screen. The other thing that's available on the full reservation is we do have some additional fields that can be used. And this is located under the Other Info tab. This is completely optional, but if the hotel has other types of information that they like to track, some hotels have to keep track of vehicles parked on their property, and they may take down license plate numbers and store them. And so this is just an additional screen that if a property has other types of information they need to store, they can use this screen. And that pretty much covers the full reservation. Next thing we'll look at is a monthly reservation. Monthly reservation is used only by properties that have long-term rentals, so minimum of a month. So either a month, 3 months, 6 months, or even a year. Could be a condo property, it could be vacation rentals, any property which rents their units for longer terms. And so what you will see on this screen, you have the arrival date, but instead of number of nights, it's broken down to number of months. So if we have someone coming in 1st of June, and they're going to stay for 2 months, so the date part is counting months instead of nights. Your guest information is loaded as usual. No difference in that. And you select the units just like anything else, but what is a little bit different in the rates is that there is an option in setting up rates to set up monthly rates. So your daily rates and weekly rates will not show up on the screen, only monthly rates. And so everything that's booked on the screen would stay a minimum of a month, and it's all going to be calculated according to monthly rates. And so it will give you a total for those 2 months of stay. And everything else is the same as far as entering type of payment to save the reservation. Once you've saved a monthly reservation, you will notice also the billing screen. This will also display your total for the entire reservation. And so it's not going to show a breakdown of every single day of the stay. Because if they're staying for 60, 90 days, that's too much to show. So it's just going to group it, the total rate for the stay. So the monthly reservation is fairly simple. It's just that your stay is based on a month instead of a night, and that it gets calculated that way as well. Okay, the next type of reservation is an hourly reservation. Okay, once again, the next reservation we're looking at is an hourly reservation. And this can be used by properties that have banquet rooms, conference rooms, any type of room or even a service that gets booked on an hourly basis. So for example, I think we even have a client that uses this for boat rentals. And so they get set up just like any other room, but they are assigned an hourly rate. And once those rooms and rates are created, you have the option of entering these hourly bookings. So these can be opened from the calendar just like your other types of bookings. But you'll see at the top that it's going to show you a few days of the week and then a grid of hours available for that day. So on this one, what we're selecting is number of hours instead of number of nights. So in this one, we're going to book the banquet room for 2 hours, 10 a.m. to 12. And just like the other screens, you have the same options for entering payment information, same options for entering guests. And then there's 2 options for paying for an hourly booking. The first option is that the guest can pay for this hourly booking separately from their room. And if they do that, all you would do is complete the guest, the time, the payment, and save and close the reservation. The other option is that we could add this hourly booking to a room bill. So we earlier booked a room for John. And there's a section on here where we can opt to add this booking to the room total. So in order to do that, we would select this option and then use the search to find his room booking. So here we found the room booking that he made earlier under the same name. And we select that from the list and then save and close the hourly booking. So if we go back to Susan's booking, she's going to have an option of going in and we can add payments to her bill just like we would any other booking. She's going to pay for it separate. But for John's booking, we will not see the billing options. The billing option is missing because his booking has been added to the room. So if we go back and find John's room, here's his room reservation. Oh, this is a different John. Hope we need to find John. There it is. And we go to John's room billing, and we'll see it's got his room information here. It's got a couple rooms on here, and then we also see this option here where it says hourly, and that's where his hourly reservation has been added. Okay, so we've covered the quick reservation, full reservation, monthly, hourly. Two more to look at. One is called the group booking. The group booking is used anytime that a property has a group of guests who are checking in and checking out on the same day. This may be very typical, for example, a wedding party, or maybe if there's a corporate group that's coming and doing a retreat or a conference. Anytime that you have a group of rooms that's got the same exact dates of stay, and they're all part of one group. So all of the group reservations are created from the group booking screen. So this is very different. These bookings are not ever created from the calendar. You have to come to this group booking screen by going to Reservation Group Booking. It'll open up this screen, and then you click on Add to create the booking. So on here, let's go ahead and we're going to put in the Smith wedding party and put them in for a date in June. And so what the group booking screen lets you do, it lets you create a block of rooms. So the Smith wedding, they know that they may use up to 10 rooms. They're not sure exactly how many. So they're going to block 10 rooms, and then people will call in and make their reservations. The release date is just for the hotel. If they promise, okay, we'll keep these rooms for you until the 15th, but after the 15th, we're going to release the rooms and let other people reserve them. So that's what the release date is, how long the hotel is going to hold that block for them. contact name, just whoever their main contact is for the group. And if they want to show some type of deposit, they can enter that here. Okay, so once they've entered the dates that this group is coming, enter the contact information, they're going to save that. And then the next thing that they do is go to the next tab to actually block the rooms off. Okay, so you're going to block off 3 king rooms and save it. It's going to add it to the list that's being blocked. Let's say we want a couple suite rooms. Oh, there's no suites available. Okay, some single rooms. Okay, and it'll keep checking on what's actually available. Okay, only one of those is available. Double rooms. Okay, so what we have done is we've created a block of up to 6 rooms for this group. So once the rooms are blocked, that reservation can be closed. And now whoever's organizing that wedding, they basically let their people know that you can call into this property, say that you're with the Smith wedding group to reserve your room. So once a guest actually calls in and says that they're ready to book one of these rooms, the hotel comes back to this screen and they find the group booking and they go to the last tab, which is reservations, and they actually will add a particular guest in. So from the group booking screen, once they click on add, it's going to automatically show only the rooms that were blocked. It's going to automatically pull up the dates that were blocked. And then here they can load in whichever guest is coming to stay. And assign whether she's staying in the king room or whatever type of room that she has selected. It's going to automatically show that she's part of the Smith wedding. You can take down her payment information if you need to and save that room under her name. So once we saved it, now it's going to show that Nancy's been assigned a room under that Smith wedding. Now only once you've actually assigned a guest will you see any details on the calendar. So if we take a look now at our calendar for June, I went a little too far. Okay, so it does show us the rooms that are blocked. It's going to show the name of the group, and if you clicked on it, it's just going to show you the message it's blocked. Now for the one guest that's actually reserved her room, it'll show her name as well. And if you click on it, you can make any changes that you need to her booking. So that's all part of creating a group reservation. And the last type of reservation we have available is something called a package booking. Okay, so once again, the package booking is the last type of booking we're going to look at. And this is very similar to your other quick reservation, monthly reservation screens. Very simple in terms of how it's entered. Okay, the difference here is that before you select a room, you're going to select a package. And so it's, first of all, only going to show you packages that are available for those dates. So we put in May 28th to the 1st of June. There's only one package that's available that's been created. That's a summer package. And they can select one of these two rooms for that particular package. So once that package has been selected and the room, same thing as any other reservation, the rate and everything is going to show up automatically. Okay, and here it's giving us the requirement of the package. The package requires 2 room booking. So it's telling me that we need to book at least 2 rooms to be eligible for this package. So we're going to select both the rooms. And once the reservation is saved, everything else processes like any other reservation. It's going to show you your total for the package. So once the packages are set up, it's very easy to book them. It's just a matter of taking the time to set up the dates and the rooms that they're available for. And that covers all the different types of reservations that can be done with Easy Innkeeping.